Hello, a very good day. We are presenting our analysis of road safety parameters, skid resistance, texture depth, and drainage at selected sites at UITM SHAH. Our study evaluates these conditions against JKR Malaysian standards and international benchmarks to identify compliance gaps. Let's begin. We selected 3 high-contrast sites to test compliance under diverse scenarios, which are tile pavements, dry and wet asphalt roads. All 3 in the marked pins are shown in the map below. Tile pavements around campus, like walkways and areas, are often slippery, especially when wet. We've all have seen or experienced near falls here after rain. This raises safety concerns, so we selected the sites to document how severe the slipperiness is compared to other pavements. Dry asphalt roads are the baselines for safe conditions, but wear and tear can make them risky over time. So we chose common campus roads to check if older sections have become too smooth or cracked, which might reduce grip even in dry weather. Wet roads are where most skidding accidents happen. We'll test asphalt after spilling water on road to see how much grip is lost when water covers the surface. This helps identify spots where water pools or drains, poorly common culprits for hydroplaning.
Hello, my name is Fatina Shaza and I'll proceed with the SAM patch test methodology. For the test, we will conduct it on 3 different surface areas, which are smooth, rough, and wet.
First, we must remove all the loose debris and dust from the test location using a brush. Then, measure 20 ml of standard sand using a measuring cylinder and pour the entire volume of sand onto the steel cone. Next, pour the standard sand onto the center of the test area. Using a spreader tool and spread the sand into a uniform circular shape until it just fills the surface voids and no excess sand remains. Lastly, measure the diameter of the sand circle. Repeat the process 3 times and take the average of the 3 measurements to obtain one reading.
Repeat the same procedures at the other surface areas. Below are the results of the SAM patch test at 3 different surface areas. Using the average diameter of the circular shape taken from the test, calculate the depth using the formulas as shown in the video. More detailed explanations will be discussed by other members in the later video. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Nur Iliana binti Ismail Zakri and I will continue with the outflow meter methodology. So the first step is to select 3 pavement surfaces and ensure each surface is flat and suitable for placing the outflow meter. Secondly, place the outflow meter apparatus on the selected pavement with the weight plate positioned at the bottom. Thirdly, fill the outflow meter with water until it is full, but make sure to close the valve before filling. So these are the 3 pictures that we have put the outflow meter on the 3 pavement surfaces, which are rough surface, rough and wet surface, and smooth surface. Then, we need to open the valve and simultaneously start the stopwatch. Record the time taken for the water to completely flow out. Each surface will be recorded 3 times for accuracy. Note that the time taken differs for each surface and will be discussed further in the analysis. So here is a table that shows the data collected during the outflow meter test. As what I have mentioned before, each types of surfaces will be recorded 3 times to ensure accuracy. That is why in the end we will obtain mean values for each type of surfaces. Then in order to get the flow rate, divide the volume of outflow meter with the mean value. We know the volume of outflow meter is 500 meter cube, therefore we can simply divide those 2 values. Note that each types of surfaces result in different flow rate. Further analysis on the difference will be discussed by my friend. That is all from me. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Nur Anisha Fika binti Amran and I will talk about the procedure for conducting the skid resistance test. First, the base was leveled using the spirit level and leveling screws. The bubble level was checked to ensure it was centered. After that, the contact path was measured to confirm it was 10 to 12 cm and the pendulum height was adjusted so the slider just touched the surface on both sides. Then, the sliding length was marked between the 2 points where the rubber touched the contact pads. The pendulum arm was placed in the release position, then it was released by pushing the button. 3 swings were made and the mean reading was recorded. Lastly, all steps were repeated for both wet and rough surface. This is data collection for the skid resistance test. To calculate the average skid resistance value, we added up the 3 readings taken on each surface and then divided the total by 3. For example, on the smooth surface, we summed 65, 57 and 69 to get 193, then divided by 3 to get an average of 64.3 SRV. This same method was applied to the rough and wet surfaces to obtain their average values. These results show that the wet surface provided the highest skid resistance, while the smooth surface had the lowest, highlighting the significant influence of surface type and condition on skid resistance.
Hello, my name is Rania binti Muhammad Sufyan, and I will talk about the data analysis and comparative study with respect to Malaysian and international standards. First, we conducted the sand patch test to measure surface texture depth. The result shows increases from smooth, rough to wet surfaces. According to the JKR's Arahan Teknik Jalan and PARC World Road Association standards, the minimum requirement is 0.08 cm, so both rough and wet surfaces meet the standards, while the smooth surface falls short. Texture depth like this helps ensure skid resistance and proper water drainage on high-speed roads. Next, the outflow meter test assesses how quickly water drains from each surface. Our results shows the highest flow rate is for the wet surface. Higher flow rates mean better drainage and less chance of hydroplaning. Again, rough and wet surfaces perform well, making them safer under wet conditions. Lastly, for the skid resistance test, JKR recommends a minimum SRV of 65 for new roads, while the smooth surface just misses the mark. Rough and wet surfaces greatly exceed it. International guidelines also emphasize the importance of maintaining high skid resistance, especially during rain. To conclude, these tests are essentials. They not only confirm compliance with safety standards but also help identify risky surfaces and guide better road design. By understanding these properties, we can build roads that are safer, more durable, and better suited for all weather conditions. That's all from us. Thank you.